Hi guys, so my name is Crystal and I'm here to talk about my Justin Bieber experience and basically a little bit of what went down the day that I met him. Today, which is August the 24th, 2012, 1 month ago I met Justin. It was July 24th, 2012. Basically, what happened was, I believe it was about 1 a.m. and will.i.am from the Black Eyed Peas was scheduled to come to Toronto for an interview on Much Music's hit show, New Music Live. So, during the day, I followed will.i.am on Twitter because I was planning on going to the airport to try and catch him and meet him. So I was about to go to bed and I refreshed my timeline and will.i.am tweets that he's on his way to Toronto, and guess who's on his flight? Hashtag little bro or little brother Justin Bieber. And at that point I freaked out. First thing I did was I picked up my phone and I called my friend Brittany. Called her and I told her what happened with the tweet and that she needed to get to the airport immediately. She had to come with me. At this point, she was in a car, I believe she was out with friends and was going home. Had no money to get to the airport, so she was panicking, freaking out, and was telling me, I have to go, I can't miss this opportunity. And I was like, no, but I don't want to go alone, and all that. At this point, when I was talking to her on the phone, my friend Jade was trying to phone her. Because at this point, a few of the Toronto Believers who were awake at this point were panicking, freaking out, and were spreading the word and tweeting like crazy. So after I hung up the phone with Brittany, she called Jade back, and Jade, who lives about half an hour, maybe 40 minutes away from Toronto. So she, being a ghetto rebel, black girl, woke up her mom and basically took a shower, got in a cab, basically about a $40 cab, and went all the way to the airport, basically at 3 o'clock in the morning. Because, we're just ghetto like that. Anyways, at this point, I was on Tiny Chat with a few of my Belieber friends who run Bieber Gift. And I was telling them all about what was happening, and all of them were telling me I should go. And so at this point, I basically sat on chat, just, pondering whether or not I should go. So then, at this point, it's like 2:33 in the morning. So at this point, I get off chat, talk to Brittany again, and she convinces me that if I don't go, I'm going to miss my opportunity, and I'll never get this chance again. So I'm finally convinced, and I quickly rush to get ready, find out when the first bus comes. And the first bus basically runs at, I believe, 4:30. At this point, I get on the bus, I bring my CD with me, my Believe album, and I bring my camera, partially charged, my phone, partially charged, and I get on the bus. I arrive to the airport basically at about 5:30. At this point, I had been texting back and forth with my friend Jade, who was already at the airport. And she was there with her mom, and there was no fans there. It was just empty with her and her mom and a few people here and there waiting for family. So I arrive at about 5:30, and we just ponder around a bit. We're kind of shaking, freaking out a little, trying to stay as calm as possible. So then we wait a little bit, and then we start seeing some paparazzi kind of like spread around the terminal. And at this point, my friend's mom decides to go talk to one of the paparazzi. So she walks up to the paparazzi guy, and he says, She says, so is Justin coming out here? Do you know if he's already gone through? And the paparazzi tells her, oh, if Justin's gonna come out, he's gonna come out through here. If not, he's gonna just sneak out and we won't catch him. But me, from my experience being in the airport, especially in the terminal we're in, which was Terminal 1, there's only one exit, and it's the big doors, just like literally straight in front. There's like the doors, and then behind the door there's baggage, and the behind baggage is like where you get off your plane. But for Terminal 3, it's different. There's about a bajillion different exits you can take, side doors, back doors. So I was actually quite happy that it was Terminal 1 he was coming out of. So we waited a bit after my friend's mom spoke to the paparazzi. And then more paparazzi started arriving. I think there was about 4 or 5 paparazzi at this point. And then we waited a bit. More people started showing up. Not fans, but just people, random people, kids, family, older people, waiting for family. So we waited a bit, and then at about 5:50, 5:40 something-ish, his plane arrived. It was delayed, and then it arrived. So we waited a bit, and then at about 6:30, we see Moshi and Justin, and they're walking out. Justin goes to head out one way, but sees the paparazzi immediately and goes the other way. And as he's walking the other way, paparazzi goes sprinting, literally sprinting across the terminal. My friend and I see them go sprinting, and we're like, there's no way you're papping him and we're missing this. So we go booking it as fast as we possibly can, sprinting across the terminal, and Moshi comes out with Justin and his big ass luggage. Like, he literally was here for one day and brought a good 3 weeks worth of luggage. I'm telling you, so much luggage. My friend ends up straddling his luggage, literally her whole body covering the luggage, and Moshi's like, move, and we're just like, we're not moving. Love you and all, Moshi, but we're not moving. So then me and Jay, we go, Justin, can we get a picture? And he's like, sure, of course. So Jake goes in and gets her picture, and then I go in and I get my picture, and then out of nowhere, because the paparazzi were flashing him and stuff, everyone knew something was going on. So a bunch of people started swarming. I think there was like a little boy swarmed with his mother and father. There was some older ladies. There was a few young adults, maybe about 18, 19, maybe 17. Not sure how old they were. And then they started coming over as well. And then after I got my picture with Justin, I said to him, I'm like, I love you, Justin. And he's like, oh, I love you too. And then at that point, I wasn't sure what to do. So then I said, oh, Justin, can I get a hug? So he gives me a one-handed hug. And it was, the best hug ever. So then after that, my friend then takes out her pen and her CD and goes, oh, Justin, can you please sign this? So then I take mine out, and then he signs mine after. And then after he signed us, the little boy comes over and goes, is that Justin Bieber? Is that Justin Bieber? So then he comes over and tries to take a picture of Justin and doesn't know who's taking his picture. Was trying to get me and my friend to take his picture. So then his mom goes, oh no, over here, over here. So then they take their picture, and he takes a couple more pictures with a few people. And then before he leaves, I said, Justin, can I get one more picture? Because I took one with my camera, and then I wanted one with my BlackBerry, so that I'd have 2 pictures, because I knew I'd never get this chance ever again to be with Justin. So after I take his picture of Justin, he goes out with Moshi to walk to the car, and me and Jay just, kind of shocked, stood there, and we're just like, should we follow him? Should we stay? What do we do? So we waited a little bit, and then we go sprinting outside. So I took a picture of Justin getting in his car. It was kind of blurry, kind of far, kind of dark, but I got a picture of him and Moshi getting in the car, walking towards the car. So then he gets in the car, And me just being the excited, crazy girl that I am, I start screaming, "This is the best day of my life! I have not camped outside his hotel for all these years for nothing." And Justin's sitting there laughing in the car, rolling down the window. And at this point, my phone rings, and it's Brittany, the girl, my friend, who I first called to convince to come to the airport with me. And I'm telling her, like, "Justin's here, he's just talking, just wait." And Justin's talking, and I can't understand what he's saying because I'm on the phone. Next thing you know, all I hear come out of Justin's mouth is, "Kick the paparazzi in the shin for me." And I died. I looked at Justin and I was like, "Oh, don't worry. I'm already going to kill it." Because prior to Justin coming out, I had screamed at the paparazzi. I was like, "If you pap Justin, you hurt Justin, you touch Justin, you ruin my chance, I'm going to break your camera." And I literally said to the paparazzi, I'm like, "I swear to you, my headlines will say, 'Teenage girl gets arrested for breaking paparazzi camera.'" I swear to you, I would have got arrested if they had hurt Justin. I would have. At this point, paparazzi were gone. So honestly, Justin told me to kick a paparazzi in the shin. If paparazzi was there, I would literally attempt to kick a paparazzi in the shin just for Justin. And I have a feeling he would have bailed me out of jail because, it was his idea. So then, he's about to drive away, and I'm standing there, and I yell, "I love you, Justin!" And he's like, "I love you too!" And then he drives away. After that, me and Jay just kind of stand there, screaming, freaking out, and all the guys who work at the airport, outside where the cars are, I forget what you call them, maybe security, I don't know, but these guys who work outside, patrolling cars and stuff outside, security basically, were like, "What just happened? Oh my god." And we had to explain to them that, that was just Justin Bieber, and we just met him, and we showed him our pictures, and we just kind of sat there in the airport for an hour, just kind of freaking out, charging our phones, sending our pictures to Twitter, Facebook, all of that. And then about a little while later, all of our pictures end up on Bieber News. And kind of had a heart attack. And then a bunch of the Toronto believers were apparently in Tiny Chat together, awaiting his arrival, hearing the news from us, and they were all freaking out and all that. So honestly, that was basically the experience. All thanks to will.i.am from Black Eyed Peas for, tweeting that Justin was on his flight. Because without him, I honestly would have never have met my idol, Justin Bieber. Honestly, I believe that this was God's way of saying, this is your chance. Because there was literally no fans in the airport but me and my friend Jade and her mother. Just nobody else was in there. It was just us two and Justin and the Pops. And honestly, I'm telling you, I don't know anyone who's ever had an experience of just being with Justin with no fans. I honestly will never get an opportunity like that ever again. I'll probably never get an opportunity again to meet him ever. So I am very blessed. I'm very grateful that I had this opportunity of meeting Justin. Not only did I get a picture of Justin on my camera and on my BlackBerry, thanks to the paparazzi, I was able to get 7 shots with Justin. I got pictures of Justin walking up to me, pictures of Justin taking a picture with me on my camera. I had a picture of Justin touching my arm, staring at me and smiling. Honestly, I am so grateful, and today is the 1-month anniversary since I met Justin, and honestly, I will never forget this day, ever. If you would like to see some pictures when I met Justin, I will be posting them right after this story. So I hope you enjoyed, and my advice for everyone who's not met Justin and still dreams of this day of meeting their idol, basically what I can tell you is honestly never to give up. I've honestly gone through hell and back trying to meet Justin, sleeping outside his hotel for days, running across downtown Toronto, sleeping out in the cold, freezing temperatures, and just doing everything I possibly can to meet him. And I always thought to myself, I was never going to meet Justin. And just recently, I went through hell to meet him, and I didn't meet him. And then this opportunity came, and I did. So never give up. No matter how much you want to give up, do not give up. And honestly, take every opportunity you can to try and meet him. If that means standing outside in the cold, standing outside the venue for hours, lining up for signings, TV shows, hotels, airports, honestly, do everything you possibly can to meet him. Because I'm telling you, meeting him is one of the best experiences I've ever experienced in my life. And I want everybody to be able to have the experience that I did. So don't give up. I'm telling you, do not give up. As much as you want to give up, don't give up. Please. Like Justin always says, believe and never say never.